M0FXB, welcome back to the channel. How are we able to listen to Airband using the Zygoot G106 on AM? And you can do this on any HF radio. So we're on 23 MHz.850. Let me show you the device that we're using, which only costs £25. Let me just turn this down a bit. And I'll disconnect it completely. And then we'll show you how we've done this. So this device here, I'll put a link in the description. It's quite a funky device. I saw a video by Tech Minds and I purchased it at the time, but I never actually got round to using it. Now note that mine says 110, but my calculations, I'm not sure if it is 110, but anyway, we're going to show you how we set this up. So when you get this, you'll see straight away you've got a switch on the front, and I'll explain to you what the switch means. So off obviously is off. HIZ is like a, I'll actually read what it says here. HI-Z antennas are known for their high performance and are recommended by leading radio enthusiasts and contesters. They are designed to be good for receiving weak signals and are particularly useful, when it says here, for, you know, then it just starts to list lots of bands. So there's a benefit to a HIZ, high impedance, and there's so much more info out there. Read about it and learn. So all we do is, if we flick to air, you get a blue LED, and that's gonna then bring the frequency down from, or we could say up, you know, we're on 23.850, and it's gonna add, according to this, 110 megahertz, which brings us to the airband, and then you can tune through in the normal way. So to connect the device, I've connected a suitable airband antenna. So I've just got my collinear on the left in the loft, which covers the airband. That's gone to the RF in. I've turned on the blue. Now this has a built-in battery, and it lasts for ages. Nice battery, and I saw in Matt's video that if you just take the screws off, you can just slide the innards out. Okay, and then on the front we've got a connector that's going to screw on here. SMA on the front, and you'll see to chart, I'm just screwing it on. You know me, always doing everything live. So I've got it upside down. You can see you charge it just here, USB-C, and then you've got your out, so it goes from SMA, and we'll use this adapter that goes SMA to, and on the back of the G106 it's BNC, but you know, you can buy a BNC to PL259 adapter, you know, or SMA to SO239 to connect to your HF radio. And the reason I'm using the G106 is because I've only just got it, and I thought, why not? So there we are, all ready to go. And we've just gone up and down the band, and we've selected AM with the mode. Just press the mode button, 23.850, and then we can tune around and look for some activity. Okay, and I did manage to find some there on 23.850. So let me show you my 705 that has got airband. So remember, I know it's a bit bright, but we are on HF. You know, we're not on airband. Now, you know, we all know that the Icon does airband. Now let's try my Zygoot. I've got an X6100 here, but what I do want to show you, that if we flick to airband, so we'll go menu, actually no, back out, hit the frequency, airband, and now we're on proper airband. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to flick on the other selection that you get. So the first selection, which is HIZ. Now it has brought up this signal massively. If I flick it off, You'll see it's like an amp. Now whether that amp is worth it, it's hard to say with these type of amps. I brought down the RF gain there. Let's have a little. Now we're just doing normal airband searching here. There's someone there, look. I mean, don't forget, one of the best radios you can ever use for airband is the 705. Take it from me. It's quite a pricey set, but you are buying the top end receiver, transmitter. You're buying the top end. I still think that mine is labelled wrong. It says 110, but I think that the way you calculate it is quite simple. And someone please, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm tuning to 23,850. So we go as near to it as possible. $850, and then we're going to try this on the Zygu X6100 next, because that has not got airband. So 23,850. And then we flick the little device to the blue, and we should now start. Oh yeah, AM, of course. And it works. Now if we go back to airband just quickly, we're getting exactly the same station via proper airband. So that tells me that should be 100. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Now let's grab the Zygu. But I just wanted to demonstrate you that when we're on airband, you can flick to the green. There's someone. Let's flick the green off. Oh, it is actually. Well, mind, we're turning it off too much, aren't we? I suppose really I'd have to just take out a line, but I don't want to do that now. So the demonstration is that this device is an amplifier and a down converter. Let's grab my X6100 that does not have airband. Plug my speaker in, because the speaker on these Zygos is a bit... But you can see straight away it was working. It's not amazing. Right, external speaker. It's working. If I turn that off, we become a HF radio. I want you to see that actually. So I'm not sure where the heteronoise noise is coming from. And I would actually say that the G106 performed better. I'll put it back on before we end the video. Now, I've not had the G106 for long, and I've seen people, saying that these aren't great, but I actually think, pound for pound, they're okay. I'm not going to never say they're too good, because they're a budget radio. But you can see that was working.
Stand 30, push and start through, on to stand 31. Stand 30, push and start through.
Could be the filter, I suppose. It's not great, is it? Let's face facts. But it does work. Give me some tips if you have any. Right, let's put on the 106. The other thing I would say is the adapters, the connectors that you use. They're quite crucial, but I actually feel like that sounds better. And that's not an external speaker. That's the internal. So remember, we're on a HF radio listening to Airband on 133 megahertz. So on these D106s, you have the speaker out is actually here. So what you do, plug my microphone back in, and then you get the speaker that you just heard, plug it into the headset, let's see what it sounds like. And you have to push the button to tell it to use that connector. Watch. And now we're on our speaker, which is a ICOM SP7, just a cheap one. I've actually had it for years. I dig it out quite often. It's been hammered. So now we're just waiting for someone to transmit on the Airband. Look at that. Completely usable. So I rate it. I think for £25, this little thing is an amp and a down converter for any HF radio. I've got my Yaesu FT450 here. I've got my Yaesu 817. I don't think that does Airband. Yeah? I'll do some videos on that tomorrow. And you know, like, why would you get this for a HF radio? Why not? It's 25 quid and you make your radio that you thought will never ever listen to HF do HF. Fantastic. I can't knock that in any way. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Bye for now.